What I'm going to tell you today is going to be really triggering for some of you guys, so apologies in advance, but I really have to tell this. So, when I was diagnosed with a stomach tumor back in 2019, it was also the time when COVID was just starting. And then in 2021, in the end of 2021, I was also diagnosed with tuberculosis. So I had two chronic illnesses and I had lost weight so drastically. I was the weight of someone who is like 9 or 10 years old. So I was 32 kilos and I was 22 years old, and my height was 5'5". I mean, my height is still 5'5". So when this was happening for years, I was not getting cured, and I was changing so many doctors, trying so many supplements, but nothing was really helping. My health was just getting worse and worse. But one of the main reasons why no medicines were helping was because I could not eat. I would even throw up if I drank water, so solid food was out of question. One fine day, out of nowhere, I just decided that if I'm going to die anyway, and everyone around me had almost lost hope, even my parents, and they were like, I could see people mentally preparing themselves. But one day I thought to myself, I'm going to give myself one day and I'm going to try eating. It does not matter how many times I throw up. And I did that. And I threw up 17 times that day. I was rushed to the emergency. The nurses were telling me and my parents that she's going to destroy her organs if she keeps doing that. And my parents were like really mad at me, but also really nervous. I came home after 8 hours. I was like released from the emergency with some pain medication. And I was still in the same mindset, because if I'm going to die, why not die trying? The next day I did that again, and I threw up less. I threw up only 8 times, but I was already tired from yesterday, and also maybe I was also losing hope. I don't know. But I took the last bite of food, and I don't know when I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning and it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and the sun was still rising, which I could see from my bedroom window. And it just hit me that I did it. I ate food and finally I did not throw up. And it was such a big achievement for me, because even the doctors had given up, my parents had given up, everyone had given up, but I proved everyone wrong. And that was the day I felt so happy, and I was actually feeling better about my health and myself. I felt invincible. And I started eating little amounts of food every 2-3 hours. And I stopped having supplements. I started eating real food, good protein, fruits and green veggies and carb, everything. And I started taking the medicines alongside. Those worked. Within 6 months, I was completely cured. I took my tuberculosis exam again, test again, and it was not there anymore. The medicines worked finally because I was eating real food that my body needed. And I just thought to myself, all this time, I just had to try eating and not make my body comfortable with supplements and what other people were saying. All this time, all I had to do was just try, and it was just numbers game. 17 times I threw up. The next day I threw up 9 times, and the 10th time I ate and fell asleep. I woke up totally fine. And the reason that I tried that few years back is the reason why I'm sitting here in front of the camera and talking to you guys. The point of me saying this, whole story of my chronic illness is because I want to tell you guys that I have achieved so much in my life. I have not achieved like all the things that I still want to, but all the things that I have achieved in my life is because I have the audacity and I had the willpower, and I just wanted to try. It's either going to happen, either not going to happen. It's just the probability. If I don't try at all, I'm going to fail completely. But if I try, I increase my chances of passing. So I would rather choose that, because in the end of the day, I don't want to think to myself that maybe if I tried that, I could have done that. What if that day I was like, I'm not going to do that anymore, I'm not going to eat anymore? I probably would have been dead today. I needed my mom's help to even brush my teeth. I had literally no physical strength inside me, but I had something in my mind which changed my life today. And right after the illness, when the moment I realized that, okay, I'm fine now, I had to get out of my hometown, get my own job, and become independent, and I did. And today I don't live with my parents. I have my own income, I have my own everything. All because I tried eating food. And it sounds very crazy sometimes that I did that, but I did it. And so yeah, that was the whole point of this video. It's just all about numbers game. You think that failing is demotivating, but failing is just getting you closer to the right number of time that you are going to try for one last time, and it is going to turn your life upside down.